Hello, this is Lady Boulay, and I hope you're having a wonderful day. Thank you for your support. Thank you for subscribing to the channel. Thank you for your thumbs up, for your comments, and thank you for sharing the videos. Thank you for all you do to support the channel. And yes, we are commanded to love one another, whether we want to or not, or whether we agree with each other or not. Well, I have found another black man who has stood on business when it comes to this Caitlin Clark situation, because apparently now everybody of any prominence is going to have to choose. So I came across this article from Magic Johnson, and I'm just going to put my own spin on it, but let me share what he said first. Magic Johnson urges Caitlin Clark to call Larry Bird as he makes Angel Reese comparison. Now already I like this headline because he put Angel Reese's name in the same sentence as Caitlin Clark's. That is very important. As Caitlin Clark continues to adjust to life in the WNBA, as if she's the only one that has to adjust, she's the number one pick, so we would have to assume that she was better, she would handle it better than anybody else. But anyway, Basketball Hall of Famer Magic Johnson encouraged the Indiana Fever guard to seek advice from his former rival. During a recent appearance on Jimmy Kimmel Live, Johnson urged Clark to reach out to Larry Bird, whose decorated basketball career first began in Indiana. "Let me give Caitlin some advice," he began. "Call Larry Bird, ask him for advice. Indiana, he's already there, and he could give her great advice on how to handle this situation because he went through it himself. So it would be a perfect situation. He already lived there, grew up in Indiana, and on and on and on. I think it would be great." Though Clark is already one of the biggest stars in women's basketball, Johnson insisted that she still has much to learn as a rookie. Now that's what they don't want to hear because they think she already knows everything about the game. "Just like Larry and I, we weren't the best when we entered the league," Johnson said. "We became the best later on by our play. Caitlin still has to play great to become the best WNBA player." Thank you, Magic Johnson. She's not already the best. She's got to become the best. And she might not become the best. That's why they are so frantic over her. Johnson and Bird had no shortage of run-ins over their storied careers, repeatedly butting heads during a decade-long rivalry. The pair first faced off in the 1979 NCAA title game, in which Magic's Michigan State defeated Bird's Indiana State 75-64, same as Caitlin Clark. Every time she went to the college NCAA championship, she was defeated. So that means she's got to learn how to be a winner on a championship team. After both bursting onto the NBA scene during the 1979-80 season, Johnson and Bird continued to clash for years to come as the Los Angeles Lakers and Boston Celtics battled for league supremacy. And Magic won more with the Lakers than Bird did with the Celtics. Just saying. Now in 2024, there appears to be a new on-court rivalry brewing in basketball. Clark and Chicago Sky rookie Angel Reese have had no shortage of run-ins both at the collegiate and professional level. During their first WNBA encounter earlier this month, Reese seemed to applaud her teammate Kennedy Clark following a controversial hard foul on Clark. So ever since Angel Reese shaded Caitlin Clark in that championship game 2 years ago, or a year ago, whenever it was, they watched Angel Reese like a hawk. I guess they want her to break down and cry every time something happens to Caitlin Clark. They really need to get over themselves. Later in the show, Jimmy Kimmel likened Clark and Reese's feud to Johnson and Bird's relationship, a comparison that the 64-year-old agreed with. Let me ask you about these WNBA players, Angel Reese and Caitlin Clark, who many are saying are the Larry Bird and Magic Johnson of the WNBA. Do you like that when you hear that? Kimmel asked, to which Johnson replied, I like it, and they are. Last week, Reese reminded fans that the large influx of new WNBA fans wasn't because of one single player, seemingly anticipating the backlash she'd received from the comment. She added, I'll take the bad guy role. That's right. People are talking about women's basketball that you never would think would be talking about women's basketball. People are coming to games. We got celebrities coming to games, sold out arenas, she said. The reason why we're watching women's basketball is not just because of one person. It's because of me too. I want y'all to realize that. Good for Angel Reese. What I liked about Magic's conversation was that he made it about race without making it about race. Number one, he advised Caitlin Clark to call Larry Bird, the white guy who came into a black league, basically. So he's telling Caitlin Clark to do that. And then he was saying, well, yeah, their rival is just like Larry Bird's with mine. So he's the black guy. Angel Reese is the black girl. Larry Bird is the white guy. And Caitlin Clark is the white girl. So I like the fact that Magic Johnson had the conversation without feeling like he had to big up Caitlin Clark or play to the media and the fans and take the side of Caitlin Clark and then turn around and say something negative about the women of the WNBA, especially the black ones. Because those women made that league, and that still has to be pointed out to some people. Those black women and a few white women, yes, they made that league. They built that league. They weren't making that much money, but they still played. And now all of a sudden everybody's supposed to drop everything because this one white girl comes out there who was a decent college player. It remains to be seen still what she's going to do in that professional league. So I just appreciate any black man who doesn't feel like he's got to put on the cape for Caitlin Clark and jump on the bandwagon for her. So I appreciate Magic Johnson for being his own man. Apparently Magic Johnson has enough money that he doesn't have to go and beg ESPN or Fox Sports or whomever for a job. So for that reason, he doesn't have to let somebody else dictate to him what he should think or what he should say. So I really like that there is somebody who has played professional ball for X number of years and came out without having to beg a white man for a job. So I appreciate Magic Johnson for this. It wasn't a lot, but it was enough. Okay, y'all, thank you for listening and have a good evening.